What's up everybody, my name is Damien, this is Casualty Number One Gaming, and in today's video I'm going to show you guys how to make roughly $1 million an hour or so. By the time you're done with this, you're going to be a millionaire. I did this in my F7CM Super Hornet because I paid for it and I really wanted to use it. However, I'm pretty confident you could do this in anything like a starter ship or a fighter, or like Avenger Titan, any of that stuff. If you are having a hard time doing it with those ships, it is more than likely a skill issue, which isn't a problem. This is a perfect time to try and practice and learn and try to make some money. However, I will say don't get mad at me because CIG has limited our options to make money in game. That's not my fault. I'm just trying to supply you guys with the best I have at the moment. So thank you for watching. I'm going to make it short and easy. Let's get to it. I'm sure many of you were wondering how this method is going to be accomplished, and we're going to be doing it through bounties. That is going to be the #1 way to make money right now. Normally I would say Vaughn missions, however the comrades are kind of buggy and you might end up going to prison, which is also buggy, and you might get stuck there for some unreasonable amount of time. So these kind of missions right here kind of cover your ass and still allow you to make a lot of money without having to worry about any of that stuff until the next update, whenever you can go and do those missions freely without worrying about crime stats. Now, to get started for these missions, basically all you're really trying to do, it's very simple, is you're trying to get to your guild member right here under your bounty hunters guild. That's where you're trying to get with your rep, and the easiest way to do that is going to be to go to ArcCorp. And the reason being is because whenever you're running bounty missions, it's going to put you between these two moons right here, which have very, very low atmosphere. So basically you're going to be jumping in, doing a mission, jumping out real quick, and it might send you to another moon, but it's a very short distance. You're just going to keep going back and forth, and it flies by. It goes so fast, it's unbelievable. So go to ArcCorp. Go on over to your contracts right here and go to bounty, and I believe that the missions that you have at the beginning are going to be these $24,000 missions. Do not do blackjack security. Make sure it is for the bounty hunters guild. And full disclosure guys, I really cannot for the love of God remember which mission it is, but it's going to be whatever mission is available to you right there. You're going to be extremely limited on and after you do enough of those missions, you're going to get your rep up, you're going to get the guild member right here, and then we're going to continue on with the process. And I'm just going to show you a little clip here just to kind of give you an idea of what it looks like. Alright, so this mission right here took me to Lyria. So basically what I do is I jump to wherever the location is, and you're going to see right here, I kind of just fly in nav mode and scan around. Right here I see somebody in the distance. I'm just kind of scoping them out. You want to keep scanning until you find the main target, right? Once you find him, you see I turn around to him immediately. I jump into SEM mode, ready to fight, ready to go. All you're going to do is you just drop down, take out the one guy real quick. You see I'm blasting him right here. And then right as soon as he's dead, you're going to see I just take off. I just leave. I don't worry about fighting everybody else. I'm just worried about one guy. So I'm coming in, having a hard time killing him for whatever reason. I don't know what my issue was in this flight. Coming in sometime today, please. I kill him. There he goes. Boom, done. He's gone. All right, now you see I fly off immediately. I take off, and then once I'm out of range, I'm not really getting shot too much anymore by the other guys. I go to nav mode. I'll decouple while I find my next objective or whatever, and I kind of basically just increase my speed to where I'm just cruising at a steady 1,000 meters a second, and then you'll see me open my map and you know, check out whatever I need to, find my next bounty, start routing to it, do all that. After watching that video, I'm not even sure that you need to become a guild member. I just know that you have to do enough of these that you start acquiring low risk target contracts. Once you're getting LRTs, you are good to go and you are free to move on to the next step. All right, so for the next step, you guys are going to be going to Pyro. So make your way through the jump gate, hit all the sides and crash. If you're a bad driver like me, it's okay. And more specifically, what I like to do, and I'm not sure that you have to do this, but this is my personal preference, is I go to checkmate, right? We go to Pyro, straight to checkmate, come in here, refuel. I'm a dummy, so I crashed my ship, so I just kind of ended up in here. You don't have to go inside. You could just refuel here and dip out. What you're going to be doing is you're going to go to your contracts. And so what you're going to be finding is under bounty hunter, you're going to see these missions. Now I just had one for $111,000. I recorded this, messed the whole thing up after I accepted it, so I had to restart it. So I'm sorry for that, but swear on everything. Right here you guys will see $58,000 missions, $86,000 missions, $40,000 missions, and you're going to see $111,000 missions. And if you'll notice, they are all low risk targets. Let me go back here. These are all low risk targets. So for whatever reason, they all pay differently, and that's okay. What you're going to do is you're going to pick the $111,000 missions. You're going to keep flying back and forth between them, just like you did in just like you did in Stanton. and you're just gonna make bank. You're just gonna make bank. It is just as easy. It's the same missions. You're doing the same thing. If you really want to min max, you can accept a $111,000 one and see if you accept the $86,000 one, if there's one nearby. And if there is, then boom, you do them both real quick. You just made 200 grand. If it's not, you can abandon it. And right now you do not have to worry about losing any rep on that. Rep has not been lost for abandoning missions since I started the game in 3.2.3. It's still not a thing. So you don't have to worry about any of that. If there's not a mission in the area, like, you can abandon it. Now I will tell you, a lot of these missions are going to be doing a lot of traveling. You know, there'll be 10, 15 GMs in between. You're going to dip in, do the mission, dip out the same way. So if it's not nearby and the price isn't worth it, don't do it. Don't waste your time. Just go back to another $111,000 mission. If it is nearby, knock it out real quick. It is so much money, guys. Now what I like to do here, now that I'm out of my hangar, is I am going to go to my map. I'll just click right here so it takes me to target location. Sometimes it's a little weird and you have to go to the closest place and then jump there. It won't let you jump directly. But there's usually always something nearby. I'm not sure if you guys caught that or not, but there is like a rab point right there. In this case, it's Pyre 2 L1. But yeah, so we're just gonna go ahead. We're gonna route there. It's 8 GMs away. Jump right there, easy peasy, and we're gonna get this knocked out and start making bank. All right, guys, now that we're there, some of these missions are going to have asteroids. I got lucky with this one. It's just a bunch of clouds. So what you're gonna do, just fly straight. Even with the asteroid ones, just fly straight. Make sure you're not gonna hit anything. But you basically just fly straight in. You keep spamming your scan button here. And as you get closer, you'll probably see his buddies first, and then you'll spot the main guy. Objective scan for target. We'll just keep scanning, keep scanning. There's his buddies. Keep scanning. Neutralize target right there. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna turn off our nav mode. In this case, what is that? That looks like a free, a Star Lancer, right? Something like that. Yeah, that sounds about right. So we're just gonna go in here. They will shoot rockets and stuff at you sometimes, so just be prepared to flare. You know, no biggie, no biggie. You're just gonna light these guys up, man, and it's really just the one guy you gotta worry about. Don't worry about the rest of these guys. These guys actually spawned abnormally closer to the main target than they normally do. Normally they are not that close. They're a good distance away, and it takes them a while to get to you. Now, as you see, I killed them. Turned on my my nav mode, right? Took a little bit of damage, but no biggie. You know, you run 5 or 6 of these, go repair, like, you're fine. And then look at that. Now they can't touch me. Absolutely nothing they can do to me. Right? Easy peasy, nowhere in sight. So now what you can do, like I said before, you just kind of decouple. You go into your contracts. You go to offers, bounty hunter. 111,000, accept offer, and then you're gonna move on to the next one. Boom, 22 mm away. How nice is that, right? Easy peasy. So you're just gonna keep redoing these guys. Like, it really is that easy. You just rinse, repeat, rinse, repeat. If you don't like the mission, abandon it, but there's really no reason to. And you guys will make so much money doing this. I made enough to buy a C2 in about a day and a half. You know, if you don't have a life, you make about 12 mil a day, you know, the more hours you do, obviously. If you do have a life, you'll make a couple mil a day, but that's still more than pretty much any other method right now that I know of, that I'm aware of. Like I said, Vons are a viable option when comma rays work correctly. And most of the time I wouldn't be worried about a crime stat, but right now prison has this weird thing where your time resets when you die, and you'll get max time for killing one guy, and it's not worth it. It's so buggy right now. This is just a much easier way to accomplish the same thing, you know, same amount of money. So I'm gonna kill this guy, and then yeah, I think that's gonna be it for us. See, look, he's shooting rockets at me. That's okay. We got flares. Ain't nothing but a thing. Look. If you guys need to use gimbal mode, feel free to use gimbal mode. I've been doing a lot of practice without them. With these missions, it really allows you to practice your combat skills and try to improve where you can, you know. I know I have a lot of work to do. I'm not the best, but I'm getting a little better. Each time, you know. The key really is just to stay out of their line of sight. You know, if they can't shoot you, then you're gonna win every shootout anyways. And even then, a lot of these ships aren't that strong. It's usually all of the friends coming up that does the most damage. These guys themselves don't do a whole lot, as you see. So he's done. His friends are bad friends. They left him to die. And we're just gonna leave like nothing happened. Yeah, so I appreciate everybody who watched this video. Hope you got some useful information out of it. If you like the content, like and subscribe. Go ahead and hopefully we'll be putting more content out there like this. So appreciate you guys. Thank you so much, and come back. Hope to see you soon.